It's your baby boomer Kitty Lane from the Peninsula in Virginia. Back with another Create and Relate. How are you all this evening? I got an order today. Sitting at the bus stop waiting for my babies for 3 ruffle bucket hats. Yes. I'm stoked. Oh boy. So my mind is kind of all over the place this evening. I knew there was something that I wanted to say, but most thoughts elude me right now. I'm kind of focused on the bucket hat. So, what is everyone working on? Mm. I can't tell you I got a new one today. Usually people come up to me and say, "Are you knitting?" No, no, I'm not, and I don't. I can, but I won't. The lady came up to me today and said, "Oh my goodness, did you sew that dress you got on?" No, no, baby love. I didn't sew. There's one little peak in the front right here. Somewhere I did something different, but it's okay because I'm making more. And I still love this dress. And all of its flaws, I love it. I love it. So knowing that it's so close to payday, I went to the Joann site and filled up my basket. I went to Temu and filled up my basket. I haven't gone to Michael's yet, but seriously, the only reason I do that is because I know the projects that I have coming up, and I'm shopping based on the projects that I have coming up. I do have some ideas. I shared a couple of them with you earlier. One is the festive blanket. Well, I decided I wanted to make baskets or serving trays. You're going to see this fly flying around. There were 3 of them. 2 of them have met their demise, and as soon as I can get that one, it'll be gone too. Um, and the fact and the reason is we had the door open for a long time today. Yeah, and I have 2 lights, a TV, a computer, and a phone on in my room. So the light source is in here, and this is where they come. They like to go to the light. I want them to keep coming to the light because after I record this, everything is going off except the computer screen. And the reason I'm coming to you from my phone today instead of my Chromebook is because for some reason my camera is not coming up on my Chromebook. Um, I I questioned getting an HP when I got it, but it was on sale. It was a Black Friday sale, and I jumped at the opportunity to get it. It was one of those $49 deals, and I was like, cool. I don't want to do that no more. I want to go ahead on and get me a laptop, get me a separate keyboard because I don't like hitting the sensor every time I touch it. I want the full laptop with or the full keyboard with, and I could even do the laptop if it had the, I forgot what you call that, the, when it has the numbers on it on the side, like a calculator or something. I could do that. Um, I'm just feeling this Chromebook less and less. I am. It's plucking my nerves. I have been trying to record from the Chromebook all day. This fly's plucking my nerves more. And I've not been able to do so. And it's, like I said, it's frustrating um, to have to go back to the phone. I feel like I'm digressing instead of progressing, or regressing, I should say. I'm regressing instead of progressing. And it's a little more than a tad bit frustrating. But if we don't learn to get across the speed bumps, we'll never know what's on the other side, right? So I'm looking for the greatness to be on the other side. Maybe it's monetization. I got frustrated more because Google has this way of making you pay for extra storage. Try it for a month for free, they say. And you see where they hit your account. Bam, 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 bam. And I know it's just $1.99, but no, it's not just $1.99 because I had to increase storage in both accounts on my Chromebook and on my phone. But the phone and the Chromebook are connected. Make it make sense. And if it weren't for me being so committed to my job, sorry, I did that wrong. J-O-B. B. J-O-B. Yeah. If it weren't for me being so committed to my job, then I'd have told us extra storage where to go. Yes. But, excuse me, I'm dedicated and committed, and this is going to work. This is going to work. Health update. I had a pretty good day today. I did. I had a pretty good day. I do go to the doctor tomorrow. I know you see that fly. Y'all, at least I'm not scared of them. Because if I was scared of them, all of this would be gone. Y'all, everything. Ooh, no. And a frog? No, wouldn't have done that either. The bed sores are healing nicely. The later it gets in the evening, it's like just really tender around the areas, but there's no leakage. No fever, no swelling. It's just the late in the evening tenderness, like my skin and stuff saying, "Hey, I'm tired." If I drop y'all, okay, he moved. He lit on my phone. I don't want to catch him. I want to just smack the dooley out of him. But, see, I forgot what I was saying already. Oh, yeah, update. Um, I haven't, excuse me, I haven't had a headache now in about a week. I had a funny one trying to start earlier, but it went away as well. I am gonna, oh yeah, this is what hurts. That's the breakout from the material on this chair. And even though I made an arm covering for it, it's not quite enough. So I go to the doctor tomorrow. I know she's gonna want to give me some triple antibiotic and she's gonna give me some ointment, and I'll use it for a day or two. Outside of that, I'm not really gonna use it. I don't, certain things I just don't feed into pharma about. Go find me some aloe leaves somewhere and put some aloe on it, or get me some shea butter on payday. Now, like I said, I have ideas about baskets. I wanted to do crochet alongs. I told you a little bit last night about it. And I may do several projects, and that way, everybody can jump in on whatever they want to jump in on. I am thinking for the month of September, being that it is Labor Day month, doing something patriotic or like favorite colors. I do want to do like the serving trays. It's a basket, but it's a short basket. It's more of a display basket, and it's going to be oval. See, that's why I don't like the phone, because you can't really see it. But it's going to be oval, but it's going to be kind of big, you know. Um, I'm looking at possibly 16 to 20 inches long. Yeah, somewhere around in there. uh, and who knows, maybe we can like do a couple of those. The other thing I think that's all I was thinking about in for September. For October, I was thinking Halloween. I told y'all I'm writing everything down. Sister's mind be going on vacation sometimes. I can't, so part of me might as well go. But Halloween baskets or table runner or seat covers. Because I got 4 wooden bar stools that need seat covers. So I think I'm gonna go to Joann's or Michael's and get foam and cover them. And then of course for November, Thanksgiving table runner, blanket, Afghan, lap throw, basket, basket, basket. But what I'm doing is color schemes along with these. So I'll generate a list of things. I will probably be making all of these things, but I will generate a list of things that we can do, and we'll just jump on and work on some of those items together. I understand if you have commitments where you have to do your own projects. I get that. That's fine. But there's some of us out here who just like the idea of sitting and crocheting. Um, Of course, for December, I thought festive. Uh, of course, basket, blanket, table runner, seat covers, placemats and coasters, those types of things. And this is really for all of them. It's just like the titles pretty much that I gave them so that I know what colors to get. So let me go back to September. I'm thinking red, white, and blue with the emphasis being on blue. Blue to me seems more corporate or work related, or check this out, being that a lot of companies go with uh, khaki. I was thinking black, khaki, and white. So, or black, blue, khaki, and white. When I do my baskets, I do 3 strands, and I use my K hook. That's the wrong one. I know that's the wrong one. My J's and my K's start looking alike at a certain point. There we go. But yeah, I use my K hook, which on this one it just says K10 and a half. But there we go. 9 millimeter. So I generally use, and this is the one I use actually instead of the other one. The other one has it's not as rounded. It tends to, it's a little more blunt. That tip on it is a little more blunt. See right there? That's a little more blunt, and it tends to um, split my yarn. So I like this one a lot better. But when I make my baskets, that's the one that I use. And I do 3 strands. So what I was thinking, and you can do yours your way, but I know that I want to make a basket for each month. I do want to make a basket for each month. And I do want to lean more towards like placemats, especially for the kids, and coasters, and not really big. Maybe runners for my dresser, but not really big on runners for the table because we don't even really use the table. I use the table for puzzles. But maybe I'll do a runner for the dresser, or like the foot cover for my bed, something like that. Might even change up and do stuff for my chair. I don't know. But those are the colors that I was thinking for September. October, it's a given. Black, orange, and white. Now, because of the candy corn, I was thinking if you want to throw in a fourth color, let me go back. Okay, I need to get all of this together. That's what I need to do. I need to put bullet points under everything. But here we go. My base color would be black for the Labor Day. And I more than likely would go with the khaki, blue, and white. Those would be my 3 colors. And I would probably layer those colors as I come up, trimming black in the background and just going back and forth between the other colors. I would create um, different size cakes because I got a yarn winder now. Yeah. But I would create different sizes so that, and line them up in one of my, not shoe boxes, but, oh, that's heavy. Okay, take so much stuff off of it. But I would line them up in one of these. And as I got to the next color, I'd start at the bottom and start lining them up. And then I'd crochet up each row. That's how I did the baskets before Well, after I made the first basket, I used the second basket. I used the first basket to make the second basket, but my baskets are multicolored all the way through. And then I made one for my neighbor across the hall and five for my daughter. But I would love to make. I'm about to knock him out. I'm telling y'all. Oh, but the black would be constant from bottom to top, and I would, like I say, alternate between the white, the khaki, and the blue. Um, Halloween, my base color, of course, would be black, and I don't know if I would go with like a neon green, which I think is really pretty around Halloween, or a yellow like candy corn, or even a brown, like the stem of a pumpkin. You know, I didn't even think about that. Huh. But Thanksgiving, of course, there are like so many colors, and I think of the word that nobody can say that's on everything that represents Thanksgiving, and it was in um, uh, the Hunger Games, what they call the cornucopia, I believe it is. If I said that wrong, put the right word down in the comments for me, please. She Kitty Hulk. Here's what I'm about to be. I got the green. But um, yeah, Thanksgiving. I know that I really want to go with the fall colors. I want to hit that one hard with the fall colors. And it might just, I think my base color with that though would be brown. I know I want brown and tan. I know that I want orange and red. I don't want too much green, even though we eat greens all the time. But I want to show more of the yellow, the orange, the red, the browns, maybe like I said, a tan, maybe a cream. I really want to go with that. I don't want like bright, pretty greens and blues and purples, and I don't want it to look dismal. I want it to look inviting and warm. So, for the festive blankets, of course, red, white, green, but I think I would pick two other colors. I think I would pick yellow for that one, and I think I would pick like two shades of green. I would go with a very dark, like fur green, or more like a Kelly or a forest green, and then I'd pick something like a mint green, something really light and fluffy to, just add that, you know. So red, white, black, that green, red and green, white and black, and my base color, of course, would be red for that one, um, and the mint. Um, and then, of course, for January, that would be the bright basket. And I'm thinking with that one, even though my background would be green, would be black, gold and white. Just mix that gold and white, all the black, gold, and white, all the way through. That would be so fire. Oh my goodness, that one right there. Yeah, I kind of like want to do that, man. But I will refrain. I will keep it together. Valentine's, do I need to say more? No, I will say less. We already know. Red, pink, and white. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Um, St. Patrick's Day, double green on white. I might throw a black in there for the belt buckle on the leprechaun. And might even throw gold in there for his pot of gold. I'm just saying. But I think clovers. Um, and then the Easter basket. I That would be my white basket. That would be my white basket with pastels. I'd go with the pink and the pale yellow and the sky blue, the mint green, the lilac. What color did I leave out? Peach, light peach as opposed to orange. Yeah, that would be my color. I definitely pastel rainbow. I think the rainbow is rubbing off of my granddaughter onto me. I, for some reason, have just been so loving those colors. All of them. It's like I need to see all of those colors. My grandbaby's rubbing off on me. Mother's Day. Now, that's where everybody, of course, will have a choice. Um, I know my mother's favorite colors were red and black. And my scooter is red and black. My Versa was red. My Xterra was black. So I would probably, those were her colors. I might mix her colors with my grandmother's colors. My grandmother loved blue. So I would find a way to put those three colors together for Mother's Day for me. But everybody would get, to choose their own colors. And then, of course, Father's Day, same thing. Same thing. But I don't know how I would do a Father's Day blanket. Yeah. Maybe my nephew knew my father's favorite colors. Um, I know the man that I called daddy for 21 years, my ex-father-in-law, he didn't have any favorite colors. He didn't. He said if he had to choose one, it would be gray. But, yeah. Um, 4th of July, need I say anymore? We all know. Red, white, blue, and gold. Gold is for the sparkles. And I think my base color would be gold. And everything else would be red, white, blue, red, white, blue, red, white, blue, all the way up. And then we come back to August, which would be summer heat for me, which would basically be everything from burgundy to pink. I think my background would be burgundy, and that would just be to symbolize how hot it gets. I might even blend it a little more and go like burgundy all the way up to pink, then go from peach to orange to like a dark yellow up into a light yellow. I don't know, but it's just like the sun and heat. So that's what I had in mind for those. Just color schemes for the month and different projects that we could work on. Like I said, I am looking at baskets. I'm looking at placemats and coasters. I'm looking at table runners. So for me, it would be a dresser runner. I'm looking at chair covers. Um, and even if someone wanted to get into it and do rugs. Now, here's the trick. Because I want to make at least 2 blankets, at least 2, because I'm a blanket kind of girl. I want to challenge everybody to go to a single stitch blanket, a single crochet blanket. And every day of that month, we're going to do, I think it was, like I said, 1,200 stitches when I finally came back down to it on that blanket. I haven't determined how wide. I think that would depend on the person. But whatever it takes to work it up to putting a row or a section on it, every day. And that's just something that we could do together. We could build our little masterpiece together. I do know that uh, next week I want to work on some market bags. I'm still doing grow, but, and this is what I had to tell you all too, I have to put grow temporarily on hold because of lack of resources. Everybody except the main people has had to pull back, even though it was strictly volunteer work. Um, but I'm going to continue to donate. I'm definitely continuing to donate because that's where they are. They don't have resources and they don't have funds right now. And that's what they're trying to generate. So I am definitely going to continue to donate. I'm just not going to push as hard from you all. I'm still going to do my thing. And if you all want to help, greatly appreciate it. But I don't want to put the same pressure out here that I've been putting out here because they are temporarily what they call temporarily not out of service but unavailable. Um, if you go to their website, you can email them, you can call them, all that good time. But when you look to see when they're open, they're just not available for that part of it right now because those that are there working are really there trying to generate the things that they need. So, and if any donations from my end can help them get there, trust me, I pray that it can. I pray that it can because I know how important that is. So, um, with that being said, then I can go to the like the bags that I made to cover the shawls that I made. A lot of those can be used as market bags. Even though some of them were made with acrylic yarn, I look at the things that I get from the grocery store and what I would use a market bag for. Um, things that are not like really, really heavy, or like when my daughter is making spaghetti, all I have to do is go to the store and get the onion, the pepper, the tomato, and the Prego. I might have to get noodles, might not. It depends. But that'll fit in a bag. And I don't have to put that in the basket on the front of my scooter. And when I do get to the point that I start walking over there, I don't want to have to rely on the scooter. And I'm tired of bringing those plastic bags home. So, and the bags that I get from uh, Michael's and Joann's are like way too big for those few items, you know. But even that, if I knew that I was going to get groceries, I could fold up those bags and put them in the made market bag. You see what I'm saying? And it would still be small enough that I could just roll it up and tuck it in the bag and bring it home. So it would still be good either way. So I do want to kind of work on those, like the first week of September, maybe the first, half of September, and then I want to get back into, the dresses that I need to make. I need another dress. All three of my girls need dresses. So I gotta get those done. So that'll be something fun to work on, to get 4 dresses going at the same time. But I can do it. And if my grandbaby sees it, then it'll be 5 dresses going at the same time. My grandbaby's gonna be like, Grandma, you're making me a dress also? And I'll be like, no, no, no. And she'll be like, oh, okay. I can. just thought you were making me want to. She already knows that she's gonna get her dress. I can't even think about making stuff without thinking about making something for her doll babies or for her. I showed y'all the vest I made for the other doll. Didn't show you the skirt because I took it apart. Didn't fit like I wanted it to fit. Didn't look like it fit, but it didn't look like I wanted it to look. But at any rate, I wanted to share those things with you. And I'm looking around to see if there's anything else. Y'all, I asked my baby girl to go over. That was like, and I only saw it from where I was. The other one was hiding behind the TV. So I asked her, I said, look over there on the top shelf and get me that black skein of yarn. And she's reaching and she pointed down. She said, this one or this one? And I couldn't see the one that was down. And I was like, the one up top, baby, the black one. I forgot. I was like, what other black one is there over there? And she brought it out. I was like, oh, yes, this is the one I will be using, sweetheart. I'll save this for baskets. Yes. That'll be my Labor Day basket. I don't have to, I don't even, I think I have enough khaki. Oh, I know what I wanted to say. So, being that I want to experiment with other yarns and other textures and other fibers, what I'm going to do in making some of these items, like especially like the placemats and the baskets, I want to try like the like especially for the one for New Year's, the real thin thread that's like gold for real. I want to try that and blend it in and just that would be amazing. I don't want to get the yarn that already has it in there. I want to put it in. I want to crochet it in as I go and just see how it works up as it, it just amazes me how you can have these three colors together and in two different stitches, you can get two different colors that just boast over the other two. So yeah, and I know that one wouldn't boast over anything, but to see how it just peeked out throughout the basket, I might make a few baskets like that. I don't know. That excited me. Yeah, get me a bunch of those little balls and line them up across my dresser. That would be amazing. So I think I figured out where I'm going to get my pegboard. I think I have figured out how my room is going to be set up. I do need help getting it there. I understand that now. I tried to do some today and I got pure tea tuckered out in like 10 minutes. I mean, like breathing heavy, everything. And my apartment is nice and cool. It might be so it's not like I was outside in the heat doing this. Um, I'm just not quite ready to get back into everything that I was into. So I just either have to take it super slow or break down and get somebody to help me do it. So once I get that done, I get everything over there against that wall and in place and get the dresser moved down, and what I have for my backdrop is going to be simply amazing. I do know that I'm going to have my vision boards up there. I'm going to have a workable board and a workable pegboard. The workable pegboard is like most important to me right now because that's where I'm going to do my color pairing. That's where I'm going to be sticking cakes and skeins to see how they look together and switching them around to see what would go on top and what in the middle and what would be used as a main color. And yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing with that board. Just letting the creativity flow. Ooh, excuse me. Sounds like I need to let the sleep flow right now. But yes, I am going to get back to said bucket hat. I went over to the bus stop today to pick up the kids. The lady got out of the truck and came over and she was like, "You crocheting, right?" And then the other lady, even after she said it, she goes, "Oh, you sewed that dress, didn't you?" Didn't you just hear her say crochet? Bless your heart. Bless your honest heart. I wanted people to understand just how offensive that is to us. But the sewing lady wanted a ruffle hat, and the first lady that approached me wants to. I'm like, oh, look at creamer for my coffee. Look at snacks for the kids in the afternoon. Look at all of my streaming being taken care of for next month, which means that that's a little extra money that I can stuff away. Because there's a lot I want to do that involves money. I'm saving up for my car, y'all. And I am. I need a vehicle. Tired of being stuck in the house. Guys, I'm not going to hold you any longer. I really am not. But I have to show you this too. So in the rummaging and cleaning and putting stuff aside and all that good stuff, I ran across this again. I don't know where and how, and I don't even think that I can allow myself to hold on to it until Thanksgiving, November. I will probably take this with me. I'm going to see if I can hold on to it that long. I may just cut some and take it to the store and shop for Thanksgiving. But if I don't, y'all, something else just ran across my mind. I just had it here. So we have this, and I have the white, and instead of the khaki, or even if I do have the khaki or the beige or whatever, and I do, it's looking right at me. See? I finna start on my basket. That's what I finna do. As I sit and I rock in my unrockable chair, I inch my way to the front. So I constantly have to get up and scoot back. And if I didn't tell you before, I got water all over my room. I can go anywhere, snatch a bottle of water. And I prefer room temperature. So, and being that I keep my apartment cool, it's perfect. Yes, it is. It's perfect. Y'all, I'm getting ready to hurry up and finish these bucket hats because this basket is calling me. It's calling me. I think I'm going to make a small one as a sample just to show everybody so I can be working on the crochet along with everyone else. This is about to be beautiful. Do you hear what I'm telling you? Oh, Lord. And see, these are already in cakes. 3 different sizes. The only thing I don't have to cake up is this one because it's going to be throughout. This is my base color. I just have to cake up everything else. This is amazing. See what y'all do for me, how y'all inspire me and make things happen. Y'all, we about to make this get popping. Okay. I brought it back in. But every time I look over at this table yarn, I want to pick it up and start something else. I'm telling you, I do. I do. Guys, let me go. Don't forget, when you look in that mirror, please tell that reflection I love you. Stay there for a few seconds longer because not only do I want you to know that I love you too, I want you to look at that reflection when you tell them you love them and say, hey, Kitty loves you too, just like Kitty loves me. All right? You guys go about it. Sleep tight. Have pleasant dreams. And I will catch you on the flip side. Peace out, people.